Okay, perfect. So good morning to all once again. My name is Alexander Kostic. If there is anyone who is first time with us, I'm sales engineer for Europe and Middle East, and today we will speak about the latest update on the X4 system, which is unlocking the update procedure for the existing projects. So as you know, we have officially launched X4 in December as a new operating system, but with the official launch, we enabled only update for the new customers. That means any new project which you create, you need to create OvrC site, create a new customer with unique email address, and do the handoff to the X4. In fact, that was the only way how you could register the new project to register it to X4, as any further registration of the new customers was disabled for OS3. At that moment, until last month, um, anything what you want to do with the existing projects included that you have to change their email address, their user account, because every time when you want to upgrade your project, you have to treat it as a new project to use unique email address, and generally like you are re-registering existing projects to the new customer. So from the last month, we unlocked the regular procedure for updating all the OS3 projects to the X4 without need to change any registration, to change the email, just to use existing email from the OS3 system and just continue with the upgrade. So upgrade itself, it's really straightforward. It's more or less the same like you are upgrading to any other operating system. There is only one additional step required to OvrC, and that is to request approval from the end customer, and that is all. So I just wanted to go quickly through this presentation, through the procedures, just to be sure we are all at the same page regarding this. But in general, it only comes to that the dealers need to get additional approval from the end customer. So first of all, what are the requirements in order to be able to upgrade to X4 at all? So first of all, your controller has to be registered in OvrC. That means you have to have OvrC site with your controller listed there. So each Control4 project now has to be listed in your OvrC account as a customer site. So as you know, from April 2024, you didn't have any other choice to create a new customer unless to create OvrC site and through the OvrC to create new customer with unique email. But before April 2024, the end customers are created from the MyDot. So if there is any end customer which is created before April 2024, there is a chance that that end customer project is not listed in OvrC, because OvrC was not mandatory at that time to register and create new customer. So first of all, if you have, of course, user after April 2024, it has to be listed in OvrC as your customer. But if user is older than that and you don't have it listed in OvrC, you should first create OvrC site and add controller to that site in order to be able to continue with X4 update. Status of that project, of that controller within the OvrC will be registered not via OvrC. That is completely fine, as the most important thing that is that controller is registered. That not via OvrC just means that the customer account where it is registered is older than April 2024. So first, of course, we have to have for each customer project now, we have to have OvrC site. And of course, that is like a logical thing. The dealer has to be dealer of record of that customer in order to have full ownership of that project. The second thing, what I believe that all the dealers already did, because without that you couldn't create new customers at all, is to synchronize, to link OvrC account with your MyDot account. So that is the first thing in general what you do before you start managing Control4 projects from OvrC. That means the main admin account, what you use to log into my.control4, it has to be linked with your main admin account on OvrC. When those two accounts are linked, anything what you do and create from OvrC is automatically synchronized with MyDot, and the new customers you create in OvrC, they appear also in MyDot. The whole point is to move as many features as we can from MyDot and to be available directly in OvrC, but that is not possible without syncing those two accounts. So anyone who had any new customers after April 2024, he had to do this already in order to be able to create new projects. When those two accounts are linked, the status of your OvrC account should be Control4 certified, and that is listed within account information. Of course, I explained on previous trainings with 4.2 update. Now, even for local connection to the project, you have to be dealer of record of the customer project. So, which that means that even in the local connectivity, Composer is authenticated against the customer project to verify that you are really dealer of record. So even for the local connection to a project, you have to be dealer of record of the customer site. Speaking of the current version of projects which are supported for upgrade, those are, of course, the final version of OS3, which is 3.4.3, and one version behind that, 3.4.2. If you are on any version of the OS on the project which is lower than 3.4.2, you have to update your project using the Composer, for example, to 3.4.2 at least, or 3.4.3, and then you can start with upgrade to X4 through through OvrC. So remember, OS3 versions which are supporting upgrade to X4 are 3.4.3 final one and 3.4.2. Speaking of hardware, we really tried not to push any specific hardware requirements for the upgrade, which means all the controllers except the really old HC controllers are fully compatible with X4. So at the moment when you are doing the upgrade, you really do not need to change even EA controllers. CA and core controllers as the latest controllers are of course fully supported. At this moment, EA controllers are supported as well. So just to go quickly to OvrC, to show just a second. To show how it looks like on the live account. So here it is. So this is the page of the account in the OvrC, where you can see the status of your main account within the OvrC itself. So here you have information about OvrC account in terms what is your owner email, decode. This is unique identifier of your OvrC account. And below you see with which my dot account it is linked. So in this case, I'm linking this account with this account. This is my admin account on my dot. Those two emails, they can be the same, but they don't need to be the same. So in this case, as you can see, I'm using different emails, but the main thing here is that this email is your company's main admin email for my dot, and this email is the owner main company admin email for the OvrC. So in users, you can see here that this email is owner of OvrC. So I link those two accounts, and um, I'm ready to manage all of the registration regarding the Control 4 from my OvrC. Okay. Speaking of hardware, just to point out once again, we spoke about this many times, but I think it's important to point out. It is that you have you have almost all hardware which is supported in OS3, also supported in X4, except old lighting keypads, which are Generation 1 and Generation 2 keypads, and also you have discontinued T3 touchscreens. So if you have anything of this, Generation 1 and 2 keypads or T3 touchscreens, you have to replace it before continue with the update. Uh, Speaking of controllers, EA controllers are still supported, just with that limitation that EA controllers, they do not support OSD on X4, while core controllers, they support OSD. Just have in mind that OSD on core controllers still looks like OS3 user interface in X4. So new user interface, X4 user interface is implemented on touchscreens on the app, but still not on OSD. So it's, if you upgrade it and you still see OS3 user navigator on OSD, don't think it is some kind of bug. It is still not implemented there. So the main idea behind this, allowing EA to be uh, 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 eligible for the upgrade on X4, is not to push end customers to replace hardware right away. But definitely, when you upgrade to X4, EA controllers shouldn't be the permanent solution. It is just a temporary until you replace it with core controllers. And that is because EA controllers are not intended to be supported all the way in the X4. So some of the next updates on X4 will simply discontinue EA controllers and they will not be able to update further. So far, EA are still supporting updates to the latest X4, which is 4.2. 4.2.1 is the latest one, and EA are still supported there, but I think it's matter of time when we will just say from the next update EA are not supported anymore. So if you are not replacing EA with the initial upgrade, you definitely need to plan to replace it at one time in the future. And we have like specific replacement program for the X4 update where you can get some discount if you apply for it. So we are stimulating that you renew the hardware as soon as you can. So speaking of OvrC, and that is the main thing as we are doing this switch from OS3 to X4 exclusively through OvrC. First of all, a few words regarding the account overview. So we tried, as I mentioned previously, we tried to implement as many information from the my.control 4 to OvrC now, so that you generally don't need to use my.control 4 at all. That includes also the status of all of your user accounts which you created from OvrC. So the overview and statuses of your user accounts are now much better, and you get the more information than you had previously in my.control 4. So you can see all your user accounts and all your projects listed, and also you can see the status of user accounts which are maybe not currently registered to some controller. So just to show that. So it is also located within the account. And when you go to account management, below the demo licensing, you see all of your customer accounts which you created through this OvrC and the status of them. So if you have any account um, which is not registered, or it has some problem with the controller, you will get the notification here that this account is not fully operational. And on the right hand side, just I cannot see it here. Ah, here it is. On the right hand side, you have resolve column. And here, when you click to this icon, you can see the suggested this suggested way how you can resolve detect the problem with the account. In this case, as I'm using this for testing, I have a lot of customer accounts which are not registered anywhere. So most of them, the error will be just they don't have registered controller. If everything is fine with the customer account itself, you will just get this information healthy account, and there is no anything to resolve for those accounts. So as you can see here, it's empty over there, as it is healthy account. Also regarding the active customers, you can see the list of active customers and main information in the report section. So here in report section, you have information about the name, address, OS version, model of the controller, and you can customize what fields are visible and what are not. So you can add last check-in, or maybe connect subscription, and you can see those additional fields over here. Okay, just to go back. So here you can see last check-in and date of the subscription. And it is fully customizable what you are reviewing here. So this is quite similar to what you already had in the MIDAL Control 4, but it is more flexible here where you can pull all the necessary information which are of interest for you. Okay, so now we come to the main point. What is the different from the last month in OvrC? So from last month, all OS3 projects which you have listed in OvrC, they will have additional option available. And when you go to categories, control and automation, you will see the status of your project. This example shows controller registered with temporary account, but generally you will have the customer email listed here because handoff should be already done. And if it is on OS3, you will have option invite customer to X4. So that is that middle step between the final update and the start of the update procedure. First, you have to click invite customer to X4, and the end customer will receive the email where they are informed that their system is eligible to be upgraded to X4. End customers then they have a link to the OS3 app from where they can confirm X4 update with button request update. When end customer clicks to that button, you have unlocked option to start with the update to X4. So it is as simple as that. Just with that additional step, invite customer to X4, and end customer should, through OS3 app, request the update, but they will definitely receive the email with information what to do. So in order to unlock update button in OvrC at all, the end customer should go to the existing OS3 app and request the update, and after that to switch to X4 application. So if this is project on OS3, end customer should already have either Android or iOS application on their phone, and the email which they receive, it should look like this, and it should have at the bottom link directly to open OS3 application with the button to request the update. So I can show you how that email looks like. So this is the email. Dear end customer, we'll try to introduce Control4X4, etc., etc. And at the bottom, you have two options for the end customer to learn more about upgrade to X4, or directly to go to Control4 application OS3 and to open that request update button. So it is quite simple. Just to point out at this moment that end customer, when they receive this email, they also can refuse the update, or they can just leave it without any action. So in any of those two situations, if you send the invite customer email, you will get here the orange triangle with the information. Is invitation pending? That means end customer didn't do anything when received the email. Maybe end customer didn't receive email at all, or didn't see it, or whatever. Or you can get orange triangle like information that end customer refused the update at this moment. If end customer refuse, or if it is pending, in both cases, you can always send invite email again by clicking to this button. Just after you click to the button first time, you will get that information on the left-hand side. What is the status of the invitation already sent? And it can be it is pending, or it is refused by the end customer. So when end customer clicks to the link open Control4 app, they will be redirected to the page for the requesting the upgrade. And when they click request upgrade, they will get information that it is approved, and the installer will continue with the upgrade, and they should download the X4 application. So just a quick reminder, OS3 application and X4 application are two different applications. So when you upgrade to X4, you need to download the whole app from the beginning. So when end customer clicks to request upgrade, that means they approve the upgrade procedure. The installer will get one button unlocked from the OvrC. So I have one test site here, X4 update. And it will look like this. Upgrade to X4. So only when end customer approves it, installer have this button unlocked, and just by clicking to upgrade to X4, the upgrade is started from OvrC, and it works the same way like any other upgrade through the OvrC Control4 project. So it starts upgrading the director, and then automatically upgrades all the secondary controllers, touch screens, or whatever you have in your Control4 project. So you do not need individually to upgrade each of the secondary controllers. You just need to click once upgrade to X4, and all discovered devices within the project, at least devices which are reachable on the network, will upgrade after director switches to X4. So this is the button which appear after end customer approves through OS3 app that they would like upgrade to X4. Okay, so regarding upgrade procedure itself, I already explained. So it is done through the OvrC, and this upgrade to X4 button is located the same place where you have invite customer to X4, and that is in category, control, and automation. Of course, in order to be able to do all of this, you have to have your Control 4 project added as OvrC site within the list of your customers already. So some of the best practices regarding to the update, this is nothing new, but I just would like to go through the standard update steps which we used for all Control 4 updates. So I mentioned that OS3 minimum required OS3 for updating to X4 is 342 or 343. So if your project is lower than that, you can, of course, do it through the composer, or you can simply run device image updater. If it is some really old project, you can do the backup of the project and launch device image updater to re-image project directly to the latest OS3. So you can simply open device image updater, connect to the controller, select 343 OS, and begin the update. Just to point out, when you are doing this re-imaging of controller using device image updater, you are completely erasing the whole project, so you have to do the project backup in order not to lose it. Speaking of system password, it's not required, so you can just ignore it and click OK and skip it. At the end, you have a survey reason where you can select the reason is not listed above, because typical reasons are because of some failure of the system while you are doing the reimage. In this case, we are doing just because of the update. And when you click OK, you are finalizing this reimaging procedure in order to get to 343 OS. Standard steps, like on any other update procedure, is to back up, of course, the project before you start any type of the update, even if it is update through the composer. Then before you are updating the project, it is always advisable to put all your drivers to the latest versions. And when we speak about the drivers, the typical question I get is what drivers are supported in X4? In general, in the release notes, we explained that all the drivers are supported, at least all our drivers. And when I say drivers, I mean on the latest releases of the drivers. But of course, we cannot guarantee for all third-party drivers. So when we speak about the third-party drivers, my advice is to check with Genesis, and they can speak with us if we have any experience of some other projects. Are they about the third-party drivers? Are they working good in X4 or not? To check will update change anything when functionality of those drivers is in question. But in general, for third-party drivers, if there is any issue, the best is to speak with developer of the driver itself and to get the latest information about the X4 implementation. Of course, when we implement any change within the project, including the update, we always do the refresh navigators to pull the latest changes live. And at the end, we just verify that everything works as expected. Regarding the update itself, update should run around half an hour, even less than that. But we always say in the worst case, leave at least estimate at least 1 hour to completely finish the update of the controller, but in 90% of the cases, it would be much faster than that. So regarding the update, that initial upgrade to X4, it is done through the OvrC, because through OvrC you need to send invitation to the end customer. End customer needs to confirm it, and you can start the initial upgrade to X4. But we still have, when we speak about the X4, we still have option to upgrade from one version of X4 to the another through the composer. So in the composer, this page update manager is still active, and you can still use update manager from composer to change the version of your operating system on the project. And quite important thing when we speak about the update, it is related to the Connect licensing, because we are not changing just the platform, we are completely changing the way how we are implementing the licensing now. On X4, Foresight licenses are completely discontinued. That means you cannot use Foresight on X4. And also new Connect licensing, they cannot be used on OS3. So Foresight remains on OS3, and Connect is the only applicable on X4. If you have any Foresight license live already on your project, depending on the time when your Foresight expires, you can get some additional discount on the Connect licensing. Of course, I would advise, if there is no any reason why you need to hurry with the X4 update, the best is just to wait until a Foresight license expires. Then you can upgrade to X4 and start with Connect license from the beginning. If end customer insists to immediately upgrade to X4, as I said, depending on the expiration date of the Foresight, you get different type of the discount on Connect. So speaking of switching from Foresight to Connect, it is quite important to communicate with the end customers that from now, everything related to the licensing assignment is processed only by the end customer. So with Foresight, we had that dealer assignment procedure where dealer orders the Foresight and assign to the end customer. Of course, there was an option auto renew where end customer to the customer portal could enable it, and the credit card will be charged every year automatically. But in general, Foresight licenses were assigned manually by the dealer. In Connect licensing, there is no that dealer assignment procedure. Connect licenses are ordered exclusively through the X4 app by the end customer. That means the dealer is not part of the whole Connect license assignment, but that doesn't mean the dealer is not aware what's going on with projects, because every month installers, dealers get report how many Connect licenses are purchased, and based on that, they get a specific rebate on that credit account based on the number of licenses applied. When we speak about the Connect, it is important before end customer decides to switch from OS3 to X4, that it is completely clear that Connect licensing is double the price of the Foresight. So regarding the time of validity, so both licensing are 1 year subscription, so they need to be renewed every year, but Connect is significantly more expensive comparing to Foresight. So end customer needs to be aware that with X4, Connect is the only choice, and they cannot use Foresight anymore when switch to X4. Also, Connect provides the same services like Foresight related to remote access. So if end customer requires remote access and they would like to switch to X4, they have to buy Connect licenses. So what Connect licenses provide more comparing to Foresight? First of all, anything cloud-based, like on Foresight, is also supported through Connect, and that is remote access, voice control, intercom anywhere, mobile notification. Um, some services which previously required Foresight, they do not require Connect now, like Apple Music. So Apple Music will work without any licensing on X4. Some of the new services which are introduced with X4 would not require Connect, like new feature like a home screen and Knowledge Hub. They will be available as a new feature without any licensing. But if you would like some new feature to be unlocked on the X4, you have to apply Connect, and that is routines, then Apple HomeKit integration as well. So those are new features which are unlocked, like advanced features of X4, which are unlocked by Connect licensing. So Connect licensing is not just allowing remote services like Foresight, it is also adding specific X4 advanced features to the project. And any new feature which will be added in X4, like advanced feature, would also require Connect license. So in order to fully utilize all the advantages of the X4 operating system, Connect license would be required. Speaking of some existing features which are available with Foresight, that is, for example, when then. So like on the OS3, you had to have Foresight to use when then. Also for when then, you would need a Connect license as well. Uh, so just to point out once again regarding the Connect licensing is implemented through the X4 app by the end customer. So end customer can easily order the Connect license this way. Before there is one step before page of the Connect license, that is page for the support options for Assist Premium and Assist. Those features are not implemented, so the only valid option would be to decline, just to skip it. Just the end customer can ignore it. And the last page, what we can see on this slide, is the page for ordering the Connect license. So if you remember, of course, the end customer can order it and pay it right away, but there is also an option for the trial period. If you remember, on Foresight, we had a 90 days trial license available. We don't have like a dedicated Connect trial license, but there is a way how you can, as installer, provide trial license to the end customer. So if you go to OvrC, and account, within the account management, here you have like 5 demo licenses. I suggest to leave at least one license free to be used like a trial, because you can assign one of 5 demo licenses to the end customer, just invite to Control for Connect and put the end customer email address. When it is assigned to the end customer, you can right away revoke the subscription. So in that case, any feature related to Connect will not be automatically disabled, but it will be available for next 90 days. So it is like you applied Foresight 90 days trial license. So you can assign demo license and then revoke it, and 90 days trial period begins. In that case, if you would like to send to end customer the trial license, you can just send him by email the code. The end customer receives the code, and end customer put that code here. In this option, I have a code. When Connect license is activated, you can just revoke it right away, and the end customer will have 90 days trial period. So after demo license expires, of course, you cannot assign the demo license again, and then customer after 90 days can decide would they like to use Connect license or not, depending how they are satisfied with the features which Connect license provides. And that is all regarding this update procedure. As you can see, it is really similar to the standard update. As I said at the beginning, there are like two things which are important. Customer site needs to be listed in OvrC, and before being able to see the update at all, you have to send invitation to the end customer, and then customer has to approve it, and after that you just get the standard update button to continue with the upgrade. Any question?
I have some question,
Yes.
Alexander.
Mhm,
Regarding to the demo license, if I
mhm.
have 0 or 5 planes and I invite some customer and I revoke it directly, the customer will have 90 days of trial, and
Yes.
by my OvrC, it will be 0 again from 5 licenses.
Yes, because it is revoked. For
Okay.
you, that license is not assigned.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. The second question is about also the Connect license. I have some partners. They have issues with the completion from the process of updating to X4, and when they came to the Control 4 app, and they won't use Connect. They want just to use the X4 free.
Mhm,
But if you choose the X for free, and
mhm,
then they ask you to confirm, and
mhm.
it's still just, you will be still just in this loop.
Okay.
Some of the customer use VPN or something, mobile data. I inform them to disable it, and it
Mhm,
works. But some of customer, they don't use any VPN or something like that, but it's
mhm.
also still the same problem. They stay just in a loop in the app.
Okay, as I heard, I think there is a similar issue reported on our Android app, and it is related to the app itself. So if you have a problem like that, please report it to Genesis, and we will see what we can do from our end. Do you know the type of the app where you had that problem? Is it iOS or Android?
It's iOS. I have both
Hmm.
as one partner, and his both customer have this problem. One of the customer, the problem
Hmm.
is resolved because he was using for VPN.
Hmm.
The other one, he's not using VPN, and I got a message today
Hmm.
from the partner that he's still also the same problem, and I was
Hmm.
asking him to send me the logs from this time where he is on the app,
Hmm.
because Rob was asking me about it.
Yeah, so that has to be investigated then further.
Yeah.
I know that we had similar complaints before, and as I heard, it was related to the type of the app. But if it is iOS, then it can be something else, maybe some specific setup on that project itself, and it has to be resolved by the support in that case.
Okay, but thank you so much, Alexander.
You're welcome. Okay, we have in the chat some questions just to see. As a showroom, do we have to renew the license every 90 days? Or how the Connect license works for showrooms? So your demo license is lifetime license. If you remember on my.control for your dealer account, it had like by default dedicated link Foresight lifetime license. We don't have that anymore, or at least Connect doesn't work that way anymore. So now you need to create like a customer for your showroom and to assign your demo license to that customer, and your demo license is lifetime. So that means that you can have 5 projects with lifetime Connect license. But as I said, I would advise to leave at least one license, demo license for free, not to assign to the project. But that means you can have like a 5 showrooms with lifetime Connect license. You do not need to revoke it. You can just leave it on the site to be lifetime. If you revoke it, then you have 90 more days, and after that you have to pay a license for that site. So if you are applying the license for your showroom, I wouldn't recommend to revoke it from there. Okay, the second question, can we upgrade directly from Composer Pro on Update Manager, or do we always have to do the OvrC invitation confirm etc in order to update it? Yes, so we need to do it from the OvrC in order to be sure that customer is involved in the process of switching to X4, because it is quite significant difference, specifically speaking of licensing. So it's quite important that we have consent by the end customer. And that is the only regular procedure to say like that. Okay, any further question?
Yeah, I have two questions, Alexander,
Yes. Yes.
before time for your presentation. The first one, when you show me the status of installation, when you click in customize, all of this information also will be available for sharing location or no? Because
what type of sharing location you mean?
because we are a distributor account, and normally
Uh-huh.
the partner, what he's doing is his single installation or select all installation, select to sharing to another account created inside
Okay.
on this account.
So if you are when you add a user, that is generally adding a user which already exists, and you are sharing your account with that additional user, you are adding that user as admin, and it can, in that case, it can see everything. If it is not the admin, you can define what customer sites they are able to see. So if it is shared as admin, you definitely will see everything.
Okay, okay. This is the first. The second one is when you are talking about the update to old system from OS to OS 3, you are talking about the device image software. Also, Toolbox on for only this step is better device image.
Toolbox, C4 Toolbox has integrated device image updater now.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have Toolbox, you can use it from Toolbox. Device image updater was previously like independent app. Now it is just part of the Toolbox, but it's the same app, in fact.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Welcome. Speaking of licensing, we have a question. Speaking of licensing, is there any program available of discount if client has an active Foresight subscription, or if the client has just renewed their Foresight? Yes, there is. So depending on the expiration date of the Foresight, that means how long you have Foresight already active, you can get a discount for connecting certain percentage. I know that if you have like multiple Foresights, for example, apply the maximum discount which you can get is, I think, 75%. So that is the maximum what you can get. But if you have like 11 months, 9 months, 6 months, the discount is different. And as I said, if end customer is not in a hurry to update, I would always wait until Foresight expires and then do the connect, because I think that is the most beneficial for the end customer.
About the question, sorry, Alexander, do you know is available a table or PDF or something that's showing different discount about the
Yes.
different lifetime?
Yes, it is available.
Probably, yeah, okay.
It is definitely it is available. It is in dealer portal within I think within the release notes of X4, but in any case, I will send you the links
we will try to find
of all the documentation which we have, and it is definitely within the documentation. Yes.
Okay, because
Really
probably
awesome
we will
from your
create an
part.
article and share in the different WhatsApp group for different country, explain that because if something is asking a lot, probably we need to do that. Thank you.
Okay, no worries.
Hi, Alexander.
Hello.
One question. At the when you start when the customer received the first email, how start it?
How to start the update?
Yes, but from where? Where start the process when the customer receive the email? I
Okay,
don't know if you say it.
so within the email, just find the email. Within the email, you have a button.
Yes.
Open Control4 app. This
Yes,
button should directly link you to the page where you have a button in the OS3 request update. In fact, the request update button from OS3 is approving unlocking update to X4 in OvrC of the dealer. Even without the invitation from the dealer, the end customer has this option available within the OS3 app, and it is within accounts. Accounts and services option in settings of the OS3 app. So the end customer can do it without waiting for invitation from the installer.
Mm-hmm.
This button will just link you directly to that option within OS3. But that option is in OS3 all the time.
Okay, but how send this email?
This email is sent from if the installer would like to remind end customer that upgrade is available, it is sent from this button, invite customer to X4, which is within categories, control, and automation.
Perfect.
And it is sent to the email where the project is registered.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, any further question?